Welcome to Figuring Out Homestead Life with Ginny and Allison.
Hello, Allison.
Hello, Ginny. How are you
I'm
today?
okay. Hey,
That's great.
yeah.
I think, yeah. I think the reason why I'm having difficulty hearing you is because the dogs are activating the microphone with their playing, so it cuts out.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Because I just muted myself and I could hear you perfectly clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So they think we're talking about just the dogs. That's funny.
So why don't you tell us what you have going on? It's been a couple weeks since our last podcast.
Yeah. So let's see. So we started building a roof onto our chicken run. So right now the roof just has like netting on it for like aerial predator purposes. And it was a huge pain in the butt last year to dig it out with all of the snow. So I don't want to have to do that again. So now we are putting a metal roof on it, so that will be much better. And luckily, Luke was able to get a bunch of free metal roof material at work. So that was cool. So we just had to buy, some wood to like frame it out a little bit. Um, But yeah, so we have that going on, and then just getting ready for the holidays and all that. We do host, so we have a bunch of people coming over, so just planning out all that jazz. Gonna go do my big grocery shopping tomorrow. I think that's about it. What about you guys?
Well, we host also, and so yeah, I have a grocery list that I need to get going on. So that'll be tomorrow morning, I think. I'm meeting a friend for coffee, and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store. Um, let's see. I am working on my breeding sheet for the
Hmm.
goats, on who's gonna get bred with whom and when that's gonna happen, and that kind of stuff. We scheduled a different livestock hauler, because of the last one. We have a different guy scheduled, so the cows will be heading out to freezer camp in December. Um, and then a couple weeks after the cows go, our very last batch of chickens will be going. And I will never order chickens this late in the year again. I want to put them outside, but then when it's 24 degrees overnight, I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and I feel like cold very early this year. Like, is it usually 20 degrees out at this time of year? I feel like it's not, but I'm like, I already have like frozen waters and all that. I'm like, man, it's too soon for this. Like, it's not even December yet. Come on.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the freezing waters usually don't happen until December. So we've had at least a week, not a week straight, but at least a week of like 26s for the overnight lows. 24, 26. So heavy frosts.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck?
The goats are getting their nice fluffy winter coats though. It's really cute. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I think that's it. We did pick up another load of hay. And the farmer John and JT have been cutting the corn that they planted in the fields. But I'm wondering if their tractor broke down, because it's been at least a week and the tractor's just sat there and they haven't finished cutting. So I'm wondering if the tractor's broke. It is a beast looking of a tractor. I think it's like a 2-row harvester. It's either a single row harvester or a 2-row harvester, so it's a slow process as it is. But it looks like a Mad Max machine. I have to take a picture of it. It's yeah.
I was actually looking at chicken hatchery websites the other night. I was like, maybe I'll just order them now. But I held off but I ordered I wanted to see an in-person catalog. So I just like to have the paper. Um but yeah, I've already been thinking about, like, speaking of, like, you with the chickens, this is the last batch you'll have. Like, I'm already thinking about next year because we want to, now that we raise the meat birds that first, you know, time or whatever, we want to do enough to have a chicken a week, I think, next year. So we'll have to start early to, like, get in all the successions. So,
That's a good plan.
yeah. Well, I don't know if we'll actually, in reality, eat a chicken a week, but if we don't, we can always, I'm sure we have friends and family that would take chickens. So,
Definitely. I like to broil. I like to cook 2 at a time. And then put the meat in the freezer, like the pre-cooked shredded meat in the freezer, and then it's really easy to make chicken enchiladas or chicken tacos or like I already have the pre-cooked chicken and I just have to season it for whatever I'm using it in.
right, right.
Chicken Alfredo.
I'll
Mm.
If we do end up raising that many, I'll probably can some, and then yeah, like you said, it's cooked, it's ready. Then I won't even have to defrost it. I'll just pop open the can. So, which I've never canned meat before though, so I'm a little nervous about it, just because I don't know. It seems scarier than a vegetable or a fruit.
So we've canned beef and venison, but typically when we can it, it's for the dogs. We haven't canned it for ourselves for human
Yeah.
consumption. So yeah, we need to because canning the chicken and the beef would make it so much easier and save on freezer space.
Yeah. Right. Cause yeah, freezer space is like kind of primo. So
And it's going to be more primo come the end of December.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for both of us. Yeah.
Getting half a cow for that. So are you there?
I'm muted.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. I'm trying to prevent the dogs from making so much noise. So I keep muting myself and then not unmuting myself. I don't think we have too much else going on. It's, sunsets at 4:45.
Ah, happy. Well, but then she was so sweet and cute. Wanted her. But like the last one, no one wanted her, no one applied for her. I'm like, well, we have to get her. But then luckily, because that would have been kind of chaotic, some family got her. I was kind of shocked. Luke agreed. He was like, whatever, just do it. I was like, okay.
So that just reminded me, we have barn cats arriving on Saturday, a family of them.
Cute. And
Yeah, so we will have barn cats in the barn this winter.
that's not.
And hopefully, hopefully Storm doesn't attack
Yeah.
them. Lucky won't.
Yeah. Are they like made it
But
or like are you getting through like
we are getting them through some type of program. I believe the adults, so it's a family, so it's an adult male and adult female. I believe both of those are supposed to be spayed or neutered.
Mhm.
And then there's some kittens that are coming with them. And I don't know if the kittens have had that process done yet or if they're even old enough.
Yeah. I was
So I don't know. What is the age that you spay or neuter a
I
cat?
think they have to be like 16 weeks. I'm trying to remember from my vet days. Like I know normally you wait till they're like 4 or 5 months, but I think they can be done like way earlier than that. Like, you know what I mean? They don't usually wait that long. if it's like a shelter animal. I was just thinking for like selfish purposes, if you like ever had like a litter of kittens, then I could now convince Luke that we needed more cats.
That's funny. Yeah. We need more cats. There will be no cats in our house though, so we hope they have a good time in the
Yeah,
barn.
I'm sure they will. Well,
Yep. I'm hoping to get outside this afternoon and give Claire a little bath.
aw,
Yeah, that would be nice.
yeah,
She needs one.
and it's
What did you just say?
I don't I said stay for the bath.
No, yes. Sorry, see that you cut out
Oh,
completely. Oh, technology. All right. On that note, shall we start? Oh, what'd you say?
I go with need to be related to this podcast.
Yes. Shall we talk about our topic for the week?
So are we talking about Thanksgiving traditions? Okay, so Thanksgiving traditions. So usually we host. We've hosted since we moved to our home, which was in 2019. So every year since then we've hosted, which has been really fun. So that is a tradition. Hmm. I try to do something where people need to write or acknowledge somehow. I make all the guests do this. I don't know if they enjoy it, but I like it. So I make them write like on a little piece of paper, or like one year I did like a big poster what we're grateful for, and then we're supposed to share it. Last year, which I have them left over from last year, they're these really pretty cards, like note cards, kinda, that you can put at everyone's place setting, and they're decorated and whatever. So you can fill it out. So I like to do that. For food, we eat all sorts of different things. I'm trying a bunch of new stuff this year, other than like obviously we need to have turkey, stuffing, like potatoes, cranberry stuff, like the basics, but like I kind of switch up different sides and different desserts and stuff. So I think that's it for like the actual meal for traditions or for like the actual day of Thanksgiving. I do like to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade on the Macy's, and then the dog show is on, so that's also fun. I do like to watch those things. But yeah, I think that's my actual like day of traditions. What about you guys?
So for us, I typically spend all day in the kitchen. That's my tradition.
Yeah.
That's not a complaint. Don't let me make you think that I was complaining. I love being in the kitchen on Thanksgiving. We have family over. Typically it's Randy's parents and one of his sisters. Hopefully his other sister will be coming this year, not sure. We've extended the invitation. Randy and I are going back and forth. We have had Thanksgiving in the barn a few years ago, but now that we have the education space,
Oh,
we're talking about having it out there
mhm,
because we can get it warm in there with the wood stove.
mhm.
Or the convenience of being in the house where everything I need is also, nice. We do the traditional turkey. Sometimes we do turkey and ham, mashed potatoes, stuffing, rolls or buns, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce. Randy really likes the Ocean Spray canned cranberry sauce. I should probably get him to try yours just to see if, he'll try it. And then ever since Melinda made her sweet potato casserole, that has been on the menu. And there's only like one or two of us that eat that, which is fine with me because I absolutely love
Yeah.
it. And I feel like we should include that recipe in the show notes because that sweet potato casserole is awesome.
Yeah, it is. Very
It's definitely dessert. Makes the whole meal sweet. And then I make a lemon meringue pie typically, which is not really a Thanksgiving thing, but for the holidays, I typically make a lemon meringue pie or an apple pie or both. And not too many, I don't know if it's not too many of Randy's family like pumpkin, but I love pumpkin pie.
That's Luke's favorite. So I always make a pumpkin for Luke because that's his favorite. I could take it or leave it, but he loves it. So yeah. Yeah, then I think what else do I always probably I usually always make an apple pie, but this year I'm gonna make an apple cake. And it has like a cinnamon cream cheese frosting. I made it a couple weeks ago to see if it was good, and it was very good. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do this instead of the pie because I have other pies going on. So I'm like, let's do a cake instead because not everyone likes pie. Some people are cake people. So now we'll have both. And I'm doing a peanut butter pie for the first time, which I never had before until we went to South Carolina. I think it's like I feel like it might be a southern thing or it's bigger down south. So I'm gonna make that.
Did you say you said pecan pie?
No, peanut butter. Peanut butter pie. So yeah. I think it's like peanut butter with I forget what it said in the recipe, but like peanut butter cream cheese, I think, and maybe like whipped cream all mixed together. You don't bake it. It's like a no bake pie. So and then there's chocolate on top. So
Kind of like an icebox pie.
kind of cracker crust. Yeah, cracker crust. So I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were all saying they didn't like Thanksgiving food. And I was like, I love Thanksgiving food. I look forward to this meal all year long. Just seemed weird to me. I'm like, really? Like they're like, what we cook for a living. We not it's so boring. I'm like, no. Like what else do you have? Like this giant spread. I don't know. It's just I look forward to it every year. I love it. So
I like it. I look forward to it. I don't know why people wouldn't. I
yeah.
don't know. To each their own, I guess. And now she's up here. Storm. She's all over the place today. Oh my goodness. Hi, Storm. All right. Are you going to get down? Thank you. Thanks. Are we also going to talk about homemade Christmas or homemade holiday gifts?
Yeah.
Is that on your agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Things. There are certain movies that I have to watch every year for Thanksgiving, which is not there's not many, but I have to watch, which Luke isn't a fan of either of these movies, but I force him to watch them. So I have to watch, or it's not Thanksgiving. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is like one of my favorite movies anyways, but it's a Thanksgiving movie. He's going home, Steve. And also Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore, which I don't know if you've seen that. Hilarious. They're on.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, so funny. So that's another Thanksgiving movie. So those are must watch. And the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which I've already watched this year at my sister's. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. Thanksgiving kicks off, or the Thanksgiving Day actually kicks off for us watching the Hallmark movies. So we have a bunch of movies on DVD, and so every year we watch the Hallmark movies, and then we also watch the Bing Crosby classics, White Christmas, and there's another one, Holiday Inn. So yeah, we watch some of the classics.
You have to watch that I told you. You guys have to find that one. It's really good. I don't think it's Bing Crosby, but it's like an old movie like that. It's cute.
Do you remember what the name was? What did you say?
Christmas.
You cut out. So Christmas in New England?
Connecticut.
Ah, okay. Connecticut. Connecticut. Christmas in Connecticut.
It's really
all right. I'll check it out. I wrote it down.
I've been watching
It shall happen.
already. No, I was just saying I've been watching all those stupid Hallmark movies already too. It's been like 24/7 on my television. I can't help it. They're so
I like them. We've been watching a bunch of old John Wayne movies.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies are a lot better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about? Homemade Christmas gift ideas? Is that the next thing on the docket? So what are
That is the next thing on the docket, and you're gonna see me nodding my head a lot because I'm trying to hear what you're saying, and I can only hear you if I mute
oh
myself.
god. Okay. So what are some homemade Christmas things that you guys make and give?
So growing up, this is a tradition. So growing up, we would always bake cookies, like all kinds of baked goodies, cookies, and my mom taught us all how to make divinity. So divinity is something that I try to make every year. It doesn't always happen, but I like to make cookies and goodies and stuff to give away. So
Yeah, I remember last year at Ashley's wedding, you had brought cookies, sugar cookies. You must have brought them to the hotel, or maybe you gave them to us as we were leaving. Yes, because I believe we like ate all of them on it so good. Very sure, but they were really good. Your frosting was beautiful. My frosting never is.
thank you very much. Yeah, we made tins for certain family members that traveled from very far
Mhm.
and gave them cookies for as a thank you for coming all that way. Cookies in a calendar, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yes, we got the calendar that it was very much appreciated. So they were very well enjoyed on the drive home. Now what is divinity? Because I've heard of divinity, but like I don't even is it like fudge?
It is lighter than fudge. It's basically sugar, water, and egg whites. It's kind of like fudge. It's like a meringue, but it's in between the two. It's not as dense as fudge, and it's not as fluffy as a meringue.
Okay. Okay. It-
The recipe, I believe, is in the Good Housekeeping or the Betty Crocker cookbook.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it in my cookbook. I think I think it's actually in like the Christmas candy section. There's like a section on the way back that's like Christmas stuff. Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you definitely need a candy thermometer
Mhm.
for making it, unless you're an expert and you can do the whole drop it in the water test type of thing. I'm not that good.
Mm.
I need a thermometer.
Yeah.
Um, I think Storm has to go to the bathroom because she's farting.
Do you want to pause and bring her out?
No, but I don't want her to poop on the floor either. She's laying down by the door. She's all
Yep.
right. She's fine. So baked goodies was one thing. Crocheted items or knitted items. I don't knit. I only crochet. So like hats and scarves and blankets are a good homemade handmade item to gift.
Yeah.
Do you do either one of those?
No, unfortunately, I do not know how to do either, and I'm not a very good sewer either. I would like to know how to do one of them, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough patience. I can be like instant gratification-y, and I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough patience to do it. I get aggravated, and then I'm like, done. And then I just give up and never finish. So, no.
I do actually have some projects that I have like in bags that I have been working on for 3 years, and it's pretty much one I stopped working on 2 years ago, and I have intended to pick it up and work on it, and it's just like tucked in the closet. And I bought really good yarn for it, and it's this amazing pattern, and it's like I have to get back to that. So it's winter time, so maybe instead of scrolling on my phone, I can watch John Wayne and crochet
Right.
because I don't know how to knit. So
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to learn. Like, I really wanna get better at sewing. That's, like, my top thing I wanna get better at. But even with that, then I struggle because it's like there's so much prep work, and that's, like, not the fun part. I just wanna, like, start sewing the stuff together. But if you don't take time to do the prep work, then it looks like crap. So it's like yeah, I don't know.
yeah, the the people who can sew and make quilts, Randy's mother's one who's a quilter. It's to me it's amazing the time, the patience. I don't have I mean I have patience for certain things. I don't have the patience for that.
No, I not. It people so much right now, but that's okay. I have other stuff to do.
Oh, I was also thinking, well, I think you're very good at this, gifting jams and jellies, and actually balms.
Yep,
This is yours, I
yep,
believe.
yep, that's the I think it's the calendula salve. Which
Yes, I've been using it on my hands because my hands have been very dry this year.
oh, okay. Okay.
Is that what it's for? Is that what I'm supposed to be using it for?
You can. It's really for, like it's like a Neosporin, I guess, type of replacement. So, like, if you have, like, a rash or, like, a cut, stuff like that, you use it on, but it's just, like, oil and beeswax, so it would definitely just work as a moisturizer. So
I did have a really dry patch that I had scratched, like scratched really bad,
mhm.
and it cleared it right out.
Ah, see?
So that makes sense that it's the Neosporin replacement. Hmm, let's see. I have a little scratch down here. I'm going to put it on too.
I swear that stuff works out, like, because everything that happens, I'm like, "Get some calendula salve." Looks like, "Wow, you just put that on everything." I'm like, "It works." So
Yeah, I think comfrey is actually like the same. It can heal a lot of ailments. So I should probably make some comfrey salve. I have dried comfrey, so
mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
very
Hmm. And now that both of us are into the whole bread baking thing, that's a great idea for gifts also. The bread goodies.
yeah, that's for so I have, like, a lot of extended family that I don't really have budget to, like, buy I don't have a budget to, like, purchase gifts for them, but I would like to bring them something because they will be at the home that I'm gonna be visiting on one of the days for Christmas, so that's my plan is to make a little loaf of bread, like, maybe get, like, a little basket or something, but have a loaf of bread, a jar of jelly, and depending on if my chickens decide to lay eggs, I wanna give, like, a little half dozen of eggs. I did buy these really cute which I coulda made them myself, but I bought on Etsy, like, a six-pack egg carton, and it has, like, a special label on it, like, "From my coop to yours," or something with, like, little chicken pictures. So that's, like, gonna be my, like, gift pack for, like, aunts and uncles and, because I have a lot of aunts aunts and uncles, so that's gonna be kinda my gift for them. Hopefully, no one's listening or they know what their gift is, but that's okay.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I plan on doing some things with honey for family members. So for some family members, not all, but yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking would be, well, is beeswax wraps. So that's like a nice, simple-ish homemade gift that you can make that's not very expensive. You just need beeswax and like fat scraps of fabric, really, depending on how big you want the wrap to be. So you could, have if you have just some leftover from a project or whatever. So that's another nice little homemade gift idea. Or if you have beeswax and you're doing that, you can make candles. You could just make them in mason jars. So that's another good gift idea. I've made candles in the past. I have a ton of beeswax. I hope to have time to make some more before Christmas. We'll see. I have a lot of like craft things I want to make, and it comes quick. So we'll see what I'm able to accomplish.
It does come quick, and time does not grow.
Yeah.
No. I was thinking of some woodcraft items also, because we have the sawmill and we have lumber and we have access to different, well, I think you do too, different tools, because Luke has some tools
Yeah.
that you can make woodcraft types of things. I was thinking I have a couple old pieces of oak. I don't think Ashley listens to the podcast, so I don't have to worry about her finding out. I'm going to make her 2 charcuterie boards out of old oak that I planed down. I ran it through the planer, and they're really nice and smooth, so I'm going to cut them out and sand them and make a couple charcuterie boards for her. Or cheese boards or butter boards, whatever.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. That's a very nice gift. What else were you thinking with the wood? Anything?
Well, you could, I mean, you could get even fancier and you could, make butcher block, which that I would have to start a lot sooner than Thanksgiving time with all the gluing and the cutting and the gluing and the cutting. You can make candle holders. Oh, yeah, I saw this thing online. You take basically a branch and you cut little round slabs of the branch. Basically you slice the branch and then you make a picture frame out of it.
Oh,
It's like, oh, that's such a cute idea. So I guess it would be. So that would be a really cute idea. A wood slab picture frame.
that would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
afraid, but look at old um old wooden windows, and he's made them into shelves. So like the window was like the back, and then he just kind of built the shelf out. And those are really nice. I mean, if you have, I know I can take a picture of it and put it on Instagram because it's like I'm not describing it well, I don't think. But basically the window was the background and he frames it out and then puts shelves inside of it. It looks really pretty. And then I think on mine he actually mirror in the background of it. So it's like reflecting whatever little nicky knacks that I have in there. So that if you have like skills.
Yeah. We have a cupboard. We have a cupboard in our bathroom. Luke did not build it. Some friends of ours, they had it made from windows that we had, and then they brought it back to us because we gave them a bunch of old windows from the property, and it made it into a shelf, but the window is the door that opens.
Okay, so that's opposite of how mine is. So on this one, the window is the back. So, but yeah, I think yeah, I know what you're talking about in your bathroom. Those are nice.
I'm all for the baked goods for gift giving, especially for extended. You know, we don't have the budget to gift, all the friends and neighbors and the people that I would like to do something for them. We just don't have the budget to go out and buy a bunch of things to give away. And so I think jams and jellies and honey, and I'm thinking about making the caramels. Have you had my goat milk caramels?
No.
I guess I should make you some.
Yeah. Around Christmas, kind of, to get the beef. So maybe the and sugar cookie.
We will definitely have the frosted sugar cookies. Those will definitely be around. Actually, it's funny because we just cleaned out the freezers, all of the freezers in the basement, and there we had put some sugar cookies in there from last Christmas.
Oh,
And Randy he's been eating them slowly for the past year, but he just ate the last one.
well, you're almost right on time to re-up. So
Yeah, there were some ginger crinkles down there too. I gave those to the cows.
I'm surprised you didn't mention soap as a homemade gift. Yep, quite a
Duh! Well, yeah, duh, soap. Yes, not everybody makes soap though. So, support your local soap maker and, gift soap for Christmas.
yeah.
Or whatever holiday you celebrate.
You can make less, like, not less nice, but less maybe technically involved soap. You can buy like a soap kit kind of. It's like a melt and pour soap
Yep.
and then like making it into different shapes, but it's still kind of homemade-ish. So, I mean, it's definitely cheaper than going out and buying like really nice like artisan soaps if you don't, so
Yes, but some of us who make really nice artisan soaps have theirs, not that it's cheap, but it is less expensive than some places charge for artisan soap.
no, I know.
So you can
Yeah.
buy it on my website for a very good price, and I do ship it.
Yeah, you should go to Allison's website because it is very nice soap and it's wicked cheap compared to I've seen goat milk soap at other places and I'm like, holy cow. Which I think that's why you started making.
That is definitely why I started making it, because I was like, there's no way I'm spending $10 on a itty bitty little bar of soap. So, ah. So now I spend hundreds or thousands, for that matter, on making soap.
That's funny. Yeah, but you can sell it. So and yeah, spread the love, everyone else.
Yeah. Something else I thought of, screen printing. So you could screen print tea towels. Screen print tea towels or t-shirts. You can make a cute little family logo or design or something and screen print it. That would be kind of cool. And who doesn't need tea towels? Everybody needs tea towels.
There's an even simpler thing that you can do with tea towels that I've seen, is if you and it sounds kind of goofy, but they're really cute. So if you take different kind of vegetables and like cut them in half and you can dump them in paint and put them on like a plain white tea towel and you can make different patterns or designs and you can use different colors, whatever, because they're all obviously different shapes. They have like a little bit of a pattern to them because it's a cut in half vegetable. And those are really cute. You just need to get like a fabric paint, so it doesn't just wash away. But that's a really cute thing that you can do if you don't have like screen printing, or if that seems too like hard. And that's actually something you could do with a little kid that they would probably really enjoy, and then they can that to someone. So
Yes, I think grandparents, as one, always appreciate the like handprint ornaments or the footprint ornaments from the grands. That's always really nice. So, yeah.
yeah, and another thing I made them for the first time last year is salt dough ornaments. So you could personalize those for people, or you could just make different like garlands and stuff with them. You could even make a very nice garland and you could dry some citrus fruits and combine those with the dough ornaments. Maybe put some cinnamon sticks. Like you can do all sorts of different things. And to buy those types of things at the store is kind of give.
Definitely. And see, all this whole conversation just made me think also, homemade vanilla extract
Yes.
would be a great gift. And that does take time to make. So I think even right now, I think it has to sit for 6 weeks. So it's a little short, but you could add like a little pretty little note says "Do not use before" date on it, so that you get the full effect of the vanilla extract.
Yeah, that's I love homemade vanilla extract is really good. Yeah, that's a good idea because I think it is a little too that's like the problem with like the homemade stuff. You have to start like way before you even really think like, oh, Christmas. Because some of the stuff takes a little while. But another thing I thought of when I was talking about the garlands is you could make little potpourri packets. So you could put in some cranberries, some dried fruit, cinnamon sticks, some what are the star anise, some also
Cloves.
cloves,
Yeah.
green, thyme, ginger, hot type of thing. There's actually a girl at my work who she used to give them out to everyone every year in the office, but now we all work remote. So we don't get her nice gift anymore because we don't see her. But that's like an easy, inexpensive thing that you can give, and it's a nice gift to enjoy her on the holidays.
You could also gift some kombucha or gift a SCOBY
Yep.
with a little starter instruction. If you know people who like kombucha and want to learn how to make it, because not everybody likes kombucha, not everybody wants to make their own. But you could gift them a SCOBY. You could also gift sourdough starter with instructions on how to take care of it, because it's a pet.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I actually gave out some SCOBY with starter tea at work the other week to a couple girls, and I haven't checked in with them. I wonder how they're doing. I should probably check and be like, how's it going with my little
Yeah. I gifted some sourdough starter to my friends Bill and Stacy. You've met them. Um, and Bill he's gone gung ho in the bread making. He's made little bread bowls that they had soup in. It was awesome.
cool. Yeah, I gave some starter to my sister the other week, and I think she was texting me about it earlier today. So I think she's just gonna start to bake with it for the first time coming up here. So, because I think she's nervous of like messing it up. I'm like, you're gonna mess it up. It's fine. Here, just make breadcrumbs or like bread pudding or something.
Yep. I actually have the last couple I couldn't get those words out. The last couple batches I've made have gone really, really well. Um One of the batches I overcooked way too well, and I went to cut it, and I ended up putting the bread knife through my
Oh no.
thumbnail, actually. So yeah, it's healing. So it's like that bread. I'm not making crumbs. I'm not making
Yeah.
stuffing or anything with it. It's going to the
Gonna
birds.
say food bread. Yeah.
Can you think of anything else?
Yeah. So when I just bread, I actually think if you know people that like to feed wild birds, you can easily make suet cakes, which I'm going to be making a YouTube video on how to do this. So just a little plug that I'm going to feed to my chickens. But you can make homemade suet cakes. All you need is really some kind of fat like lard or tallow, and like seed, dry fruit, nuts, whatever you want to put in there. So yeah, people that feed wild birds, that'd be a cute gift idea. You can get little silicone mold, make them into different shapes, get as fancy as you want. So yeah,
That's a really good idea, and I'm going to assume that you would like all of the fat from the beef that you're getting
yeah,
from your
yeah.
cow, because I'm keeping my cow fat.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yes.
The
Cool.
fat, so all that good stuff.
Definitely good stuff. Good stuff. I'm thinking the offal I'm going to use, and I'm gonna grind it up and use it for dog food, because we don't eat We don't consume the offal, but the dogs definitely would love it.
Oh, yeah, the liver I got from the pig I got last year, well, and I just buy liver anyways if I don't have, but I slice it up real thin and I dehydrate it for the dogs, and they really, really like it. So,
That would be a good idea for a dog
yeah.
gift if you have a dog lover in your family.
Mhm.
Make dog jerky,
Yep,
dog treats.
yep. Yeah, that is yeah, I didn't even think about them. Poor four-legged guys. Forgotten about.
Yeah. I know your sister has dogs.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
These two finally settled down. Oh my goodness.
I think I left my dog. The heck? They're abandoned out in the yard. They're fine. It's a nice day out, so.
Yeah. Super, super nice out. I spent all morning inside. I was at work. I was at the part-time job. I got a new office, so I was enjoying my new office space. It's really awesome. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Alright, well, I think we covered a lot of ideas.
I agree. Do you think we should put that recipe in the show notes? I have it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So we will include Melinda's sweet pea casserole recipe. I don't think there's a copyright on it because I think she got it off the internet or a newspaper.
yeah, got it. I think we're good. Alright, so are we ready to wrap it up? Okay. So, yeah, hopefully you guys got a lot of good ideas for Christmas gifts and enjoyed hearing our little quick banter about Thanksgiving. If you have any other ideas, let us know. Let us know if you try any of our little things, if we inspired you at all. If you did enjoy the episode, if you wouldn't mind giving us a review on wherever you are listening, that would be great. You can also find us on Instagram, Figuring Out Homestead Life. You can follow Allison on Instagram and on YouTube, where you can see the video version of this. She's at Zig and Vine Homestead. And I am Mrs. White Homemade Life on Instagram and YouTube as well. And I will be making the suet cake video, so look out for that. And we think,
I- I'm looking forward to seeing that.
yeah, it should be good. But yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and enjoy the time and food with your family.
Yes, and your friends. Bye.
Bye.